Hi. Um, this video's definitely one of my serious videos. This morning, early or late last night, I found out that one of my friends was trying to kill himself. And though I don't know how that comes across, or like why people think that way or think that they should do that, I guess maybe it's because they don't feel that they're important to the people that are in their lives, or they don't feel appreciated, or they don't feel loved. And sometimes, no matter how much love you give someone, they still just don't understand. And my friend is alive. We found him finally. He was sending everybody goodbye texts, and he sent me a text that said I love you, and he sent most of his close friends the same text. And I knew from that text, just from that one singular text, that it was something bad was about to happen. And I laid in my bed and I tossed and turned, and I was like, why? Like, I just felt something. Like, he did say I love you, like, a lot, like, just like I was like a goodbye when we were done texting or whatever. But that one, it just felt different. It felt different when I got it. So I got up and I went on my phone and I texted him and I said, "Are you still up?" And he said, "Yeah." And then I said, "What are you up to?" And he said, "I took a bunch of pills, I'm drunk, and I cut my arm open, and I was drugged by a train, and I'm standing in the middle of train tracks, waiting for a train to hit me." And at that point, I grabbed my shit, got ready, and I was like, "Where are you?" And he would not tell me where he was. And so I went to where he lived, close to where he lived, and I am sorry my battery died, but I'm not sure exactly where I left off, but I got my stuff and I went looking for him, and I texted his ex-girlfriend, who had recently just broke up with him that night actually, and said that she was done with him. And I know that that was the cause of most of it. And he has a lot of other issues that he's dealing with, which I won't go into because it's not my part to say those things. But he has a lot of things that he's dealing with, and emotional wise, and it's really, really hard on him. And I just want to know, what is there, to anybody out there who's dealt with this or knows what it's like, what do you do in these situations? What's the best thing to do for a friend who's in so much pain, and they're drugging themselves and cutting themselves and trying to kill themselves? It's an obvious cry for help. That's a no-brainer. But he's one of my best friends, and he's been through a lot, and this isn't the first time that this kind of stuff's happened. What makes someone feel like that? What makes someone feel like they're so unwanted that they need to get rid of themselves? What makes someone feel like that? If I could, I would take his pain and I would put it somewhere where it would never reach him again. Because he's the most beautiful person I've ever met. And I know if he could just get through the pain somehow, if he could just be happy somehow, if he could find happiness in something, get off the drugs, get off the alcohol, get off the suicidal thoughts, which I know is way easier said than done. But if he could, I know that he would be an amazing person. He is an amazing person. And he should know how much people care about him. There were people looking for him. The sad thing is, his mother's an alcoholic. His family doesn't really give a damn about him. It makes me sick to think that she would have a child and then not even give a fuck about where they are or how they feel or what they're going through. You shouldn't have children. You should immediately have a thing where you can't have children, like just automatically have that surgery so you can't have children, because you don't deserve to have children. Because you don't even know how to raise them. And in turn they don't know how to raise themselves as they get older, and they're confused and they're conflicted. Me and his other friends, we saved him. This will be my second time. We saved him. And I don't want to do it again. I would do it 1,000,000 times. I just don't want to see him suffer like that ever again. But he's a beautiful person and he doesn't deserve it. People don't really see people. They see a reflection. And sometimes that reflection isn't truthful to who the person really is. And if I had lost him, it would have been the greatest loss, one of the greatest losses I've ever had. Wait, you get a chance to watch this. I love you with all my heart. And I hope that somehow you can get better. I don't know how. I don't have the answers. But know that I will always be there for you. You're my brother. I love you. And I just want you to be happy. We gotta find a way for you to be happy. Stop holding everything inside. Let all the pain out. And then we'll work from the inside out. I love you. And I hope that this helps some people realize that sometimes saying I love you isn't enough. Actions speak louder than words. Being there for someone speaks louder than words. More than you could ever know. But I'm gonna get a little rest. He's sleeping right now. And at a friend's house, and then when they're gonna take him to the hospital, and he went to a psychiatric, not a psychiatric, but a counseling clinic. But he was kind of out of it from the drugs, so we're letting him sleep it off and then taking him to the hospital, and then after that we're going to try and take him back to the counselors because he's not really very coherent right now, not talking very much. It just makes me wonder what's going on in his mind. If anybody has any kind of, information or can tell me anything out of their experience that might help me, help my friend, please leave a comment and link below. And know that everybody's life is worth more than words can say. And my heart goes out to him and anybody in the same situation. I don't think I could ever understand how exactly it would be. I mean, the worst that I've ever come to dealing with any kind of anything emotional wise is I have paranoia and depression really bad, and if I don't take my medicine I can get sick. It's really hard to deal with if I'm not on my medicine. But yeah, if anybody has any advice, please let me know. And tell the people close to you that you do care about, how much you love them. Because they may not know. And it may end up tragically. Their life may end up tragically gone. Because they never knew how much somebody cared about them. They never saw it. I'm gonna get a little sleep before I have to go to the hospital to be with my friend, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.